my video. Today, I'm going to be talking about episode 17 of season 17 of Deadliest Catch. And in this episode, the four boats that are going to be in this episode are the Cornelia Marie, Time Bandit, Wizard, and Summer Bay. And this episode starts out with the Cornelia Marie. They're in a big winter squall, and this thing is creating 30-40 foot waves, and it's just nasty outside. They are starting to go through their gear, and they're getting less than 100 Opelio crab per pot. So they're planning on stacking all 160 pots on deck, but it's taken them a long time to get them in, and it's not really working all that well. But they had a couple mishaps where one of the deckhands hooked the pot. There's a thing where the line goes like this from the pot, and you want to hook it right here to lift it onto the pot launcher. One of the deckhands did to the string that was off the top, and luckily it held, but if that wouldn't have held, then pot could have killed someone or went into the bearing seam broken off. But luckily everything happened safely. Another one, while they were hauling in a pot, the line somehow popped out and got wrapped like this on the back of a neck of one of the deckhands, so they got it off, but it was a close call. Then it goes to the Wizard, and the Wizard is hauling in their gear. They're averaging about 500 Opelio crab per pot, so they're doing really well. And while they have a pot on the pot launcher knocking the crab out, the seal on the hydraulic ram pops off and it starts spewing hydraulic fluid all over the place. They have to start doing it the old-fashioned way now until they can get a replacement ram. They might have to go into town to get it fixed, or a boat could come and help them get it fixed. Then it goes to the Time Bandit, and the Time Bandit is also not doing very good. They're getting maybe 50 Opelio crab or less. So Johnathan calls Monty up on the Wizard and asks him how the fishing's doing. Monty tells him that their ram on the pot launcher busted its seal. Monty asks Johnathan if he has our hydraulic ram and if it's the right size, which it is. Johnathan's like, we'll bring it over to you in a little bit here. So Johnathan is stacking his gear on to move it. Then it goes to the Summer Bay. The Summer Bay is hauling in their gear, and they're also getting about 40-50 Opelio crab or less per pot. So they are moving their gear, and Wild Bill wants to set the gear in about 73 to 76 fathoms of water, somewhere around there. They're about to start setting the gear when their deckhand, he has like a ingrowing hair kind of by his armpit. It's very uncomfortable. And Wild Bill's like, over the intercom, we'll deal with it after we set our 100 plus pots. They get their gear set, and the weather's just starting to get real nasty out, so Wild Bill's gonna try and run up to the ice pack where the weather will be calmer and more flat. Then it goes to the Cornelia Marie, and the Cornelia Marie is still battling the weather, and they're still hauling in their pots with very low Opelio crab numbers per pot. Then it goes back to the Time Bandit. I guess many years ago, one time the Time Bandit was bringing the coiler, sorting table, and another thing to the Wizard. What they decided to do was paint it pink, just to be a funny prank. So they brought the hydraulic ram over to the Wizard, and they did the exact same thing. They painted it pink, and they drop it off to Monty. The Wizard crew picks it up. When Monty was there, he had zigzagged to keep his path away, so Johnathan couldn't find him, because he didn't want Johnathan to move into his spot, because he's getting 500 plus Opelio crab per pot. Johnathan lets him go a little ways, because Monty gave him a very suspicious answer, wouldn't really answer it. Johnathan was like, if he didn't bring his gear and left it somewhere, he's on good numbers, because if he wasn't, he would have had his full stack on. So Johnathan turns his AIS off so he can incognito track the Wizard to her grounds. Captain Keith calls Monty and he's like, don't tell Johnathan anything, give him some BS coordinates to throw him off our scent. That's what Monty did, but Johnathan turned the AIS off, so he's gonna go get into the grounds where the Wizard is in. Then it goes back to the Summer Bay. They're starting to get back to their gear. One of the deckhands on the Summer Bay deals with the ingrown hair, and I really don't like watching that stuff, so I didn't really watch it, but they dealt with it, and it's all back to normal, and they start getting back to their gear, and it's still not doing good at all. Then it goes back to the wizard, and the wizard is hauling in their gear, and they're getting really good numbers. They're still getting 400 or 500 Opelio crab per pot. Then it goes back to the Time Bandit and was in the process of setting their gear, and they'll come back to it in about 20 hours to see how well the crab counts are doing. And it goes back to the Summer Bay, and the Summer Bay is still hauling in their gear, and Wild Bill's like, I could call someone, but what kind of information am I gonna get? Because the boats that are on damn good fishing, they ain't gonna tell anyone anything. He's like, I might as well just go look for a school of crab on my own. So that's what he's gonna do. And then it goes back to the wizard. Monty can tell that the Time Bandit is moving into his area, and other boats are starting to move into that hot spot because they've kind of tracked where the good fishing is. Keith calls Monty, and Keith is like, get out of there, go farther north towards the ice pack. There should be good fishing there. And it goes to the Time Bandit, and Johnathan did a 20 pot string and let them soak for 20 hours, and they're getting 300 to 400 Opelio crab per pot, so they're really happy. Then it goes to the Cornelia Marie, and the Cornelia Marie is still hauling in their pots. And the weather has calmed down quite a bit, so they're really happy about that. A lot of these boats were fighting these storms and dealing with 30, 40 foot waves. And some of these waves were taller than the wheelhouse. That was pretty crazy. Some boats took quite a pounding, and that is how episode 17 of season 17 of Deadliest Catch ends. I hope you guys enjoyed this review of Deadliest Catch. Don't forget to hit the bell icon down below so you can be notified when I upload videos. Also, please share this video with your friends and family. And don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel, and don't forget to smash the like button. Thank you guys for watching, and if you ain't dreaming, you ain't living. Don't forget to dream big.